Back. Back. It's back. Jeez, what a time. What a time to go down. Yeah, let me get to pull back up. RC is really selling off. Earnings. Okay.
Welcome
back.
to Zoom for Government. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound. Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to continue. You have joined the meeting as an attendee and will be muted throughout the meeting.
It may not need to be, but we want to make sure that our piece of the puzzle is in place in case anything comes up where they need to present this to the court.
But in the interest of comedy, so to be consistent, wouldn't it make sense that both of us are okay with it before it gets entered in one? Unless that's a problem, I want to do what the order says, is what I'm saying. The order is saying that we should be in comedy with each other, right? And being in comedy with each other to me means
being in comedy
are on the same page on things, and I don't have any problem with anything I read in there, but
oh, it's popping up
as much
there.
as I'm saying it for notice purposes, I'm saying it out of respect and comedy purposes. So
comedy?
you could just tell me.
BBY's ripping right now.
Let us confer with Canadian counsel on this. I think we can, I don't think there's anything urgent and pressing cross-border between the US proceedings. I think we're
all the things
right.
This does not seem urgent.
Right.
So,
I think we don't foresee any issues on a cross-border basis between the Canadian and US proceedings here. This was purely, administrative and, relatively standard in retail, cross-border retails. However, we understand your concern, and we can come back to this after we've conferred with Canadian counsel.
We'll hold off on that one till you give us the heads up that it's okay. And I don't know if you're handling this part or
I feel like someone's right behind me.
Yeah, because we need to set dates.
When am I not hovering over here?
I'll cede the podium.
Sorry guys, I lost internet.
Hearing. Is that why you're getting up?
Yes, Your Honor. Emily Geyer again, on behalf of the debtors, just here to talk about dates. I believe Your Honor wanted to get on the record. I think we've discussed and agreed on May 16th, assuming other parties don't have an issue with that, and that works for Your Honor's schedule. Or at least that was what had been discussed to some extent.
Here's the thing, right? That I actually had somewhat of a heavy motion calendar tomorrow, and because I was provided with a lot of reading materials, I had to put off a couple of the more substantive things to May 16th.
I see, Your Honor.
And I already did that, and in fact, I think one of the attorneys that got up here, Mr. Fleischer, is the attorney on one of the cases, just a completely different case. But
do you think Mr. Fleischer would like to continue that one and make this easier on us? I'm sure we can find another date.
Yeah. So anyway, so that I know is already a heavy motion day that morning, and so then it would be the afternoon, I think. Is that? I don't know if there's travel schedules or issues or.
The afternoon is fine for the debtors, Your Honor, if that's an issue for anyone else. Otherwise,
the afternoon is fine for the U.S. trustee, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Or I could give you another date. If, I have a lot of scheduling things that I need to discuss. Another one is that I had, you see, there's all these books behind me, and I've had an ongoing trial that is basically Wednesdays and Fridays, because that's the days that I have, and they just told me the last day that it's likely going to go into June or July. So I have hearings every Tuesday and Thursday, and I have trials, not every Wednesday and Friday because people have scheduling conflicts, but a lot of Wednesdays and Fridays. So on the omnibus dates, it felt like maybe we would, well, I have two minds on that, because I think the 16th could be a very important and busy one, and there could be a number of things on that day. But then as the case progresses, they get less heavy. So, you know, we could, like I say, if there's a week that I have some flexibility, it's probably, that week we don't have the trial, only one day, right?
What we do on the
The
17th,
May 14th week, May 15th week, one.
right, we do have on the 17th.
Carl was not
Yeah,
enough
on
the
the
bottle
17th.
to shut up.
So anyway, if you want to do it on the afternoon of the 16th, we'll do it on the afternoon of the 16th.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are there other dates that you wanted to discuss or
And, yeah, so another thing is that I actually have a long-standing family vacation plan. It's actually not much of, it's not really a
I
vacation.
think they're trying to schedule the next
It's
meeting.
something with my wife's family, and I'm leaving Sunday, and I won't be back until the following Sunday. So it seems like things are under control, and it won't be an issue. But if there is an issue, I'm going to be out of pocket. And if there is an issue, you know, you just contact Mr. Figueres, and he'll, or one of my clerks, and let them
still
know
here, I
that
don't
you need
know.
a hearing, or you need, and I've
Not
already
over.
spoke to one or two of my colleagues, and you know, it depends on the day, but people, you know, someone else will be available if some kind of emergent issue comes up.
thank you so much, Your Honor. We will strive to make every effort that no issue comes up during that time. And I'm sure we can resolve anything pending your return, but
I'm okay if you, somebody else is out.
we wouldn't dream of it. We believe that the objection deadline is set by local rules 7 days in advance from the 16th, but please let me know if that is incorrect, and we'll make sure to plug in the correct date for the objection deadline for the hearing.
Yeah.
7 days, correct?
Yeah,
Yes? Okay.
that's right.
And
Perfect.
Your Honor, just with respect to the objection date, you know, we're going to try to form the committee as fast as possible, but I'm sure if the committee would need a day or so, I'm sure they could reach out to council. I see everyone nodding their heads, so I just wanted to put that on the record.
Of
Yeah,
course.
and if there's a
Thank
scheduling issue, you come to me, and I'll resolve it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And I'll try to be reasonable. That's what I try to do.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Your Honor, for hearing us on such short notice and reading all of the thousands of pages that we sent you. So thank you very much for your time.
No, we're glad to be of assistance, and I, you know, many cases, you always want the cases to turn out well, but as we started out today with the initial presentation, this is a different case and a special case, and especially wanted to succeed. And I'm very, very convinced that the right team is there to, and I'm not just speaking about the debtor side, I'm speaking about all the parties, because I've seen it, it's evident in the papers, and all the parties working together. That's what this process is really ultimately all about, as you all know. And I wish you much luck, and I know that there's going to be a lot of hard work, and hopefully success. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Oh, yeah, 2 o'clock?
2:30, or we might have.
I think that could be a little bit of a heavy day. It's possible to be a heavy day.
2:30 then?
2 o'clock.
2 o'clock, okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Goodbye.
I guess that's it. I got a nice little friendly robot goodbye there. I don't think it's ripping from anything they were saying there, but it definitely did move up quite a bit here. It's still kind of going. We got orders to buy more. I haven't executed. I'm just kind of watching it. Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to. I'm not going to be writing up a brief on that, but there'll be some. I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary, I guess. Seems pretty straightforward. It all seemed pretty quick and rushed, which kind of was the only thing I thought that sounded kind of out of the ordinary. That one lady talking about how she only had basically Sunday and then some of today to look through like these long documents. And it, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what the document specifically was or who that lady was, but and then you just heard her there saying 1,000 pages. There's no way that dude read 1,000 pages from filing Sunday morning. And even once they filed Sunday morning, that doesn't mean they had a judge already lined up and all that. So I don't know. Yeah, they're not out of business. They want to make that clear. They're just going over kind of the technicalities and the details of liquidation. But I mean, he reiterated that they you know, they even on the verbiage on the signs, like they don't want to put going out of business because that's not true. In case there's a buyout or even a carve out, he used those words, a carve out. So yeah, I get that pretty often. It's crazy. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, guys. Sorry, my internet had a thunderstorm just now and it just cut the internet. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen with it. It's crazy. It's a risky play. And us shareholders are at the bottom of the pool, as far as I can tell. So could move back up though. This could be kind of a little spring test or dip before a rip type deal, or at least a move back up to kind of where it was. This is just reaction from the news. So now that that news has come out and it's settled and people are accepting it, could move back up because bankruptcy's more or less been priced in. That being said, it could also go OTC, and that could cause a huge dump on the stock, I think, initially. They didn't talk about OTC at all. I'm assuming that would come up, though, in those hearings. I don't know if you guys heard it, but I didn't. Because I think that would be something that the bankruptcy court would... that judge would probably say we need to, you know, take the stock off and put on OTC. I think that would be there. Maybe that's not there, but we didn't hear anything about that. They do have another hearing coming, so potentially at that one they'll discuss it. Safe overnight. I think the worst of the news is basically over, so it doesn't mean it can't still keep dumping, but I don't think it'll keep dumping on news. That helps you sleep at night. I mean, today, I mean, it held up well today actually, so it might not. It could rally. It did. I mean, it from the lows from the news, it ripped up and good volume and really held pretty good levels. So, yeah, it's not bad. If we get a gap up, we'll have an island bottom, and then I'd probably be picking some back up. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to do with it. I really don't. I don't have a whole lot of experience with companies going bankrupt or filing Chapter 11 at least. I mean, I've traded them, but I haven't been in them this depth. Like I traded Hertz, I traded Revlon even a little bit. I usually try and avoid it once they've filed, but it's very enticing. I mean, I remember Hertz, it was like there was bankruptcy rumors and the stock would dump and then it would just rip, and then it's just I had no idea. Just, you know, me on my computer, like what was going on with it, what was really happening, because you hear from all different sides of what's going on, and so I just figured it was always risky, so I never wanted to hold it that long. But amidst its huge sell-offs from whatever bankruptcy that then would have huge rips, it was definitely tradable. As far as something to hold, it ended up working out well for Hertz holders, but that's kind of that's an exception. That's not a rule. because even after they went OTC, they came back and are now traded again. And it's like, I don't know. I shared that on in the Discord. It's like a 1400% gain from where they were holding to where it came back and started trading again. I think that was there, yeah, $35. So I think BY has value as far as if it comes back this ticker, and if shareholders are able to reap that reward. I don't know, because it could come back a different ticker, and then yeah, your shares would have zero value then. I don't know when the next hearing is. They were kind of discussing it. I put some lines in here, just dates I was hearing. I don't even know what the dates were for. I think these were some kind of deadlines. I think here we have May 22nd and May 29th, some in June. I'm not sure when the next hearing is scheduled. It sounded like they were trying to do it on the end there, but he was saying something about June. It was weird. Thank you guys so much for joining, though. I appreciate it. And subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't. Yeah. I'm slightly worried. He's kidding. Don't do that. New ticker talk. Did they mention Q? They didn't mention Q, and that's what was kind of interesting. You give a head up. Yeah, so I think I assume that would be mentioned in the bankruptcy court, them adding a Q and taking an OTC. But they didn't talk anything about that. It seems like all the requests were granted, basically, that they want to continue operating business and continue liquidating and closing stores. Talked about the gift cards, and yeah, I don't even. It was actually hard for me to hear because I was holding the phone. I had to have it pretty quiet, so I was having it pretty quiet and like right up to the mic, so I couldn't even really hear that well either. Until I switched the audio, I was able to get into the call on my computer. So not too sure, but yeah, if you know of anyone that wants the stream or the hearing, my last stream, this one got cut off. This one's gonna be super short, but my last stream, the last like whatever hour or 2 hours, is all the hearings. So they can go over it and see what they got from it. Focusing about gift cards. It is funny how these interesting different little things come up, like the intricacies of closing down a business and trying not to screw people over that would have gift cards, because that is kind of a deal. Yeah, I think the case is hitting the tequila a little early. Thanks, guys, though. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. I'm going to recap video today. We'll be back on tomorrow streaming, though. BY, SPY, whatever. Bank earnings. So, on at market open. We have Discord server. Also, if you guys aren't on there, jump on there. If you do have the membership role, which you might not even realize it because Mr. Ace gifted all of them. I'll give you the happy crew badge in Discord, and then you should have some Ace emotes here on chat. Thanks, guys. Though, don't hold anything that you're gonna lose sleep over. Not worth losing sleep. It's not worth your health. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good afternoon. We will see you tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if this thing starts to go, I'll just give you guys my little recap, because I'm not gonna do a recap video. Without news, if it starts to rally, I mean, I might pick some back up, honestly. After hours or in the pre-market. My only brokerage I can buy pre-market though at 4 is Webull, which I don't really have money in here yet. I need to move money to here. So yeah, I mean, we could get a move back up to where we were. With how strong actually today was, it's kind of surprising. Yeah, kind of surprising. So I don't know if I want to be just like dip buying again, but I do want some exposure. I don't know, we'll see. But thanks, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay, peace out.